I had spent time with other guys that were designing eyewear, and a lot of times they would pick up a vintage piece and then photograph it, and then in the computer they would change the lines and everything. So purposely, I don't look at other eyewear. As I said before, I look at my inspirations: cars, motorcycles, knives, things like that. Shapes of trigger guards on pistols. I'll just I'll get into a scheme and run with it, And then basically I sketch a lot of parts, but when I design a frame, I start with the lens shape. And in a sketchbook, I will draw a format, whether it's horizontal or vertical. I will draw a box. And I've done this so much that I do it almost to size spec, usually. So I start with this box, and it's like sculpting. I'm removing areas to create the shape of the lens. And once I have these iterations of the lens, I'll start to draw the bones around it. So all this is done. I'm listening to music, sometimes I might have a glass of wine. I'm just drawing, just sketching. The more I draw, the better it gets, So once I have the sketches dialed in, I will photograph or scan the sketches and put them in the computer, and then trace the lines and tweak them and do various iterations to get to the shape that I think is on, and the spec that is on. Once I'm done with those, I hand them off to an assistant, Charlie, who also designs in Tokyo. We have a design office with 3D printing, and we 3D print all the spec'd out material, We 3D print them, we try them on, we look at the oculum, the shape, everything. Once we have it dialed in, we send the drawings and the blueprints to our factory along with a 3D print. And then we start to prototype. But this sounds like a long time. It's not a long time. You were talking about 10 days because we own the factory. We in our company, it's completely vertical, from inspiration to design to blueprints to prototyping, sampling, and production is all done within our group, within our facility. No middleman, not even on parts. So it's a very rewarding process because you see it all happen in a couple of weeks, whereas if we were going through a middleman, it would take 6 weeks, 2 months, 3 months. So, we design and produce less styles, but we do it quicker. So we're able to deliver something new all the time. And it's rewarding,